Well, hey folks, my name is Brad, and today I have hiked way up into the mountains following this New England stone wall to do some metal detecting at a place I'm fairly certain is just about as old as you can get here in the mountains of Vermont, like the early to the mid 1700s. And according to the landowner, to the best of his knowledge, nobody has ever done any metal detecting here. So I'm pretty optimistic we're gonna find some good stuff. I've already got my metal detector out. Let's see what we can find. Okay, well, it was extremely deep. I barely heard it on my metal detector, but decided to take a chance, and I'm glad that I did. It is just a fragment of an extremely old colonial shoe buckle. Now, shoe buckles came in all shapes and sizes and materials. The reason I suspect this one is an old one is because of the material. This is a very crumbly lead pewter. You know, I found this close by, right over there, and I thought perhaps it was a fragment of a shoe buckle, but it's actually, I'm not sure it is. I don't know what it is, but I noticed it was crumbly lead pewter. So, you know, I have a very good feeling about this place. I had a good feeling from this. I have an even better feeling now that I found this. People always ask, how did people break so many shoe buckles? How did they lose so many shoe buckles? You have to imagine people were wearing these on their shoes and boots and then shoving them in stirrups to ride horses around. So that's always my best guess, how people lost these. Is that how they lost this one? I can't say for sure, but maybe we'll find some more pieces of it around here. All right, well, I got a mid-tone, and I've been sitting here for about 5 minutes trying to figure out what this thing might be. At first I thought it was just a piece of splattered melted lead. You know, they melted lead quite often back then for a myriad of different things. But I don't think it is. I think that this is the shape that it was intended to be. Although it is quite crude, it is lead pewter. I'm not sure if this is like another fragment of shoe buckle, but you can see it has like a brown patina to it, which happens to lead after it's been in the ground for a while. Not really sure. It looks like maybe this side busted off, so it was actually a T shape. Maybe even this side broke off. Things have been very, very, very slow today, which is why I'm showing you things like this. But this is what's been going in my box today. Not really a whole lot else. Buttons here and there, and old lead pewter pieces. I'm not complaining though. Places this old are hard to come by, so I am really investigating everything I find here. All right, well, typically if I get a good target on the metal detector, the tone sounds really nice, it's a high number, I'll get the camera out before I even start digging. But unfortunately, I missed this one, the initial surprise of finding a coin, because I'm fairly certain that that's what this is. It's bright green, and it was very deep. So I'm optimistic it's gonna be in good shape. Let's see. I have no idea what it is right now, but judging by where I am, I have to assume it's colonial, yeah. I think I see a bust of King George of Britain. I'm gonna rub it on my soft glove here. It has been so bright today and the sun just went behind a cloud, my eyes are not working very good, so I'm gonna get a flashlight out and shine it on it sideways and see if maybe we can reveal any details. So that is a Britannia. You can see down at the bottom, unfortunately the coin appears to be broken right where the date would be. You can see that horizontal line there. And on this side, we have nothing. It's pretty smooth, unfortunately. So this could be really anything. This could be a King George of Britain coin, it could be a state coin, like a Connecticut copper, or a Vermont copper. Really hard to say, but somewhat identified, certainly a surprise. Can't be upset about that, that's for sure. So I'll work on this at home, see if I can reveal any details of the bust side, and cross my fingers. Awesome. see if we can find some more. Okay, well, it's time for our daily button check. You know, I think I found one of almost every variety so far today. The oldest one by far is this lead pewter. Whenever I find one made out of this material, I'm always praying it's going to be, you know, a regimental button or a USA button, but I don't think that this one is any of that. It's probably just a civilian pewter button. A tomback, which is appropriate for this time period. Nothing on that one. The normal brass kind, and a kind that I have only found on a few occasions. One made out of iron. As I'm staring at this, it seems like maybe there's going to be a design on there. So I'm going to have to put this in some rust remover to see if there's anything on the face. But these are hard to find with a metal detector because typically I'm filtering out most of the iron, but generally things this shape ring up okay on the metal detector, so we got one. Pretty cool. Makes you wonder, you know, what kind of garments these different buttons would have been on. Was the tomback more formal clothing? They were nice and shiny, and this on some work clothing? That would make sense. I'm sure we'll find some more. Maybe we'll get one that actually has an image on it, which is what I'm always hoping for. Alright, well, for the first time in Green Mountain metal detecting history, I'm going to show you something I found without even digging the hole. This is something I've only come across a couple times, and I'll show you what it sounds like in my metal detector. It sounds awesome, and it is a line of high tone that has been going about 30 feet now. And what this is there's an underground lead pipe. We usually think about these old colonial homes not having, you know, underground plumbing, but just this way, there's a little bit of a clearing out there. There's a spring. I've already been over there and looked around. I can't find a well, but there would have been more than likely a gravity-fed pipe of water that would have led to this house. Now, I'm not sure if they would have had another well over here for it to dump into, or like a cistern of some kind, or how exactly it worked, but there is most certainly a lead pipe down here, and this place was absolutely abandoned in the very, very early 1800s. So pretty interesting. We don't think about the folks back then having plumbing, but here's an example of somebody who did. Whether they were drinking it or what they were using it for, who knows, but there's a lead pipe underground. And I am not going to dig it up. I can't believe this. The cellar is on the other side of this stone wall. Perhaps you can see behind me here. I left to come out here, out in the open a little bit, sit down and have a drink. And I set my stuff down, and I heard my little metal detector beep. I said, oh, backed up just a little bit. Checked again, kind of a crunchy tone. I'm pretty sure it's a coin. It's very thick, so I have to assume that it's a large cent. Yeah, that's what it is. You can see there's a bow on the bottom, and it says 1 cent, and we flip this over. We have a right-facing bust, I believe. Yeah, this is a drape bust, large cent. This is very early 1800s, 1800 something, more than likely. And it's not in great shape. It is in the road here. Of course, nobody's used this road for probably over 100 years or more, probably 150 years. But still, it's not in great shape, unfortunately. But we know what it is, and we know how old it is. For that, I am excited and thankful. Can't believe it. I thought for sure the metal detector beeped on the eyelets on my boots, but no, it was a coin. I'm gonna check around here before I have my little break. Man, so silly. After that first shoe buckle I found almost right away today, I've been really looking for more pieces of it, or maybe finding a complete one somewhere. No complete one yet, but I have actually found 2 more fragments of 2 different shoe buckles, I think. I don't think this one goes with the original. It's too wide, it's got this dotting on the edge. And this one, you know, it could or could not be a shoe buckle frame, but I'm fairly certain that it is. It's an old pewter, it has the right shape to it. I mean, clearly people were coming and going here with shoe buckles, losing them, perhaps as they broke, they just tossed them, wasn't worth getting them fixed, whatever the case. But we have 3 different shoe buckle pieces here, which I am certainly not complaining about. They are small and broken, but I know what they are, so I'm happy. All right, well, please excuse the dirt on my face. I keep getting cobwebs, and then, you know, I've got dirt on my hands. And anyway, I've got a really nice target here. It's an 89 on my XP Deus, and it really could go 2 ways. It could be a big button, potentially a coin, which is why I got the cameras out, or it could be, you know, a million other things, but those are the 2 things that probably will be. Let's see here. Yeah, it's an 89. Let's check it on the surface with my pinpointer here. No sign of it, so it's quite deep. You can probably tell there is just a mess of roots right here. So I'm going to slide some of these cameras back, try to get through those roots. My shovel has cutting edges on it, so we're just gonna try to axe through them here. Oof, I think I just saw it. I think that it's a coin. Or are you a button? I'm fairly confident that is a coin. And I can't tell if that's just maybe the way, excuse me, I'm a little close here. And I can't tell if that's just the way the corrosion is here on this coin, or if that is the standing Native American for a Massachusetts coin. Man, I don't know about that one. I'm gonna get a toothbrush and give it a brush, and all right, let me get this cleaned up here. Oh man, you see that? This is not a Massachusetts copper. I don't know why it looked like that when I first pulled it out. Maybe it was laying up against a root. I thought I saw the Native American, but this is even better, I think. This is a Nova Constellatio coin, and this is the first coin design that the United States made. It's like 1780, early 1780s, 1783, I think. This one is not in great shape, but I'll tell you, I've only found 2 others, and this one is the best. You know, this thing has been in the ground likely for well over 200 years, and I can just almost make out Constellatio there on top. You can see the star that's on this side, and this one would be a circular wreath, and I believe it says US in the middle. Man, that was a surprise. It's a roller coaster of emotions. I was fairly confident it was going to be a coin, but then thought it was in Massachusetts, and here it is, a Nova Constellatio. One of, you know, as far as colonial currency is concerned, one of the best you can find. Incredible. Man, if we don't find any other coins today, fine by me. This is a great one. It's already starting to kind of chip around the edges, so I'm gonna put this in a very safe place and make sure we get it home and I can get it stabilized so it doesn't fall apart anymore. Beautiful. Man, what an awesome coin. All right, folks, I'm gonna call it there. It turns out that Nova Constellatio was in fact the last thing I found today. A perfectly good note to end the day on, I'd say. I did find 3 coins today, but I don't think that I'm the first person to metal detect here. Aside from the telltale signs of pieces of iron sitting up on rocks, I honestly didn't find a whole lot of stuff. Typically at a place this old where people lived, you would find utensils and buckles and more buttons than I found. I think that somebody has already taken that stuff out of here. In any case, I found some pretty cool stuff, some coins. I've got it all set out here. Let's take a look and refresh our memories. All right, well, I put my little pile of treasures here in the sunshine so that hopefully you can see the details on that Nova Constellatio. Once I get that home and it really dries out, I have no idea if all of that's going to flake off and then we're going to be left with a smooth disc or not. So we got a good shot of it now. So I did find 10 buttons, and they are all different materials. We have brass and tombac and lead pewter, and we even got an iron one. A couple iron buckles, and 3 fragments of shoe buckles. And that's really about it. You know, I walked around for about 8 hours today, digging up every target that sounded reasonably good. This is just what we wound up with at the end of the day. Though, I'm certainly not complaining. That Nova Constellatio is really, really a special find. To the right of it, we have a George coin, not sure what it is yet, and to the left of it, Drake Bus large cent. Long, slow day, but a good one. All right, folks, well, I want to thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And if this is the first of my videos that you've seen, I post one of these every single Friday. So if you enjoyed, consider subscribing to see more. I'm going to get my stuff packed up, hike on out of here, and hopefully I'll see you next time.